Hello, hello. We are live coming at you from the World of Warcraft. Classic. Alright, so I'm here in Kargeth. I've been playing this game for a couple months now, uh, since like a week after Wrath came out. And I've got an alt here that I am... Excuse me one second. So anyway, I have an alt here that I am trying to level some professions on. Uh, I've got mining and herbalism. The mining is permanent because I want to smelt Titan steel, and the herbalism is just temporary. I'm just gathering herbs while I'm gathering metal, and I'll use those herbs to help level the alchemy for transmuting epic gems. Ooh, I got some new settings on my Streamlabs. That looks fine. Fine. All the defaults look fine. Alright, so let's go find some stuff. I don't know what that guy's up to. I don't think any of the Thanksgiving quests involve random enemy camps like this, like Kargeth. I know there's the one for sitting at a table in each enemy capital. But our dwarf friend isn't going to gain any progress towards that out here. The guy has res sickness, like, what is he doing? Haha, got him. PvE servers. Yeah, I am on a PvP server, by the way. PvP, PvE. You mean what I know. Yeah, see that guy? That guy's not flagged. It's a PvE server. I am on Maladath US right now. Yes, I'm here because of Phase Connect. No, I'm probably not going to get to collab with him. But I can sure show up in Photobomb, right? I don't think that I've shown up on any of the streams yet with this character. I've popped in and messed around with Pip and Sheena on like my bank alts. They're still super low level. I'm gonna see if I can get this dwarf one more time. He might be smart enough to ride off into the burning steps after that last gank. Oh, he's still in his body. He is molding. uh... And if he's still in his body, that also means he isn't logging on to a level 80 to come and get revenge. So this is actually, I think, the first time I've played on a PvE server. I've leveled up a lot of characters in both the OG release for Classic and TBC, and then some more characters on Classic Vanilla. I've never really played on a PvE server, though. I don't know, like, if you can't just, like, go around and pick fights and dunk on people, then the whole, you know, raiding to get better gear so that you can do harder raids to get better gear to do harder raids, like, that seems like kind of a pointless, you know, mining stuff to craft with so you can craft stuff to mine with loop. Just want to, like, bash people's heads in and, you know, mess with them. But I don't want to play on 2 different servers. And being on the server with Face Connect is, you know, participating in the Face Connect streams is why I resubbed in the first place. So I guess I just have to try to make my own fun here. I hate when these low-level mobs aggro because I can't spread my disease on them. I have to fight them like... I have to fight them honestly, and it's so annoying. What I should have done when I decided that I was going to do trade skills, I should have made stop attack macros so that I could just plant the disease and then not hit them. Alright. Once I get out of here, let's just check in on our hairy little friend one more time. You don't get to really, you don't get to really kill Alliance that often in the open world, playing on one of these PvE servers. You've really got to make it count when you do. Alright, so I'm at a little bit of an awkward spot in my trade skills leveling. I managed to just barely creep up to 230 the other night, which is where you learn how to smelt thorium. And I smelted like 100 thorium. So my mining is actually pretty high. I'm almost Outland ready. But now the herbalism has fallen behind. And I don't know, I want to catch it up even though I'm not going to keep it as a trade skill because I just don't want to give up the free herbs. They're essentially free. Well, he released at the very least. There's a skeleton. Yeah, I think he managed to get out of here. I'm not going to go bother looking for him in the Burning Steppes. He's probably in Iron Forge right now. Yeah, I do have, like I mentioned earlier, this is an alt, and I do have a main. He is an Orc Warrior. He's not named Burly Boomer. I made a level 1 alt just to hold on to the name. I'm not sure if it's worth paying for a name change, or if I want to just leave him as he is. But at least I know I always have the option. I'm gonna take this Mithril. Mithril is stupidly expensive on this server for some reason. I really don't know why. mean, I know it's partly because level 80s just produce exorbitant amounts of raw gold from doing daily quests and from farming Karazhan. But, like, what possesses a person to pay 7 gold for a mithril bar? And that wasn't a hypothetical. The stack of mithril I sold last night was about 7 gold a bar. I really should have bought some at least netherweave bags with the proceeds, but I don't know, I kind of got cheap and only bought one. I don't know if I'm gonna find anything to do with all these turkeys and whatnot. I mean, my Hearthstone is set to Dalaran, so I guess I can just turn them into at least some of them into turkey shooters. But I feel like they're gonna end up going to waste for. I feel like most of them are gonna end up going to waste. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Skull of Impending Doom, but while I was here the other night, farming Mithril and Endurium in Uldamon, I did get the tablet for it. So the next phase would be killing the elites that are scattered around the world. I don't know, I feel like it's probably a waste of time, but I might end up doing it anyway.
I need to get closer.
I think the item is a bit overrated. Like, in classic vanilla, all the YouTubers are talking about how, oh, it's a must-get, it's so good, you'll keep it, and you'll use it forever, and da-da-da, but I don't know, the self-damage it's so brutal, it's so much damage, like, I never ended up using it in vanilla. I've got it on my warrior, my main for the server, but I've only activated it once. Find an awful lot of gray herbs here. Maybe I ought to move on to someplace even higher level.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Not sure what would be the next thing up on the chain for herbalism. Maybe Swamp of Sorrows? Well, that's lower level than the Badlands, though, isn't it? I do remember there being a lot of nodes there, though. Tannerus, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I've only ever leveled one herbalist, and that was all the way back in original TBC. What is this guy doing out here? Same thing as me, maybe, or is he trying to farm a whelpling? So how's everyone's Thanksgiving? Mine was pretty uneventful. My aunt and uncle, who we traditionally traveled to visit, they haven't contacted me about Thanksgiving and Christmas the last couple of years. So I think another death night? Um, yeah, I haven't been contacted by my aunt and uncle who, traditionally used to host Thanksgiving and Christmas for a couple of years now, so there's another one. I hit this one up with a different macro. Actually, yeah, let's leave this one on yell and give them all a little message. This gibberish translates to soy boy in Alliance talk. So, I don't know if that aunt-uncle pair, I don't know if they're just still terrified of the virus. I don't know if I'm persona non grata because of politics or something. It's just radio silence. So we didn't travel. So my mom and I didn't travel like we used to every year. And then my other aunt and uncle set, who are local to where I live. My aunt, my aunt was infected. She had a sinus infection, and she just passed it on to my uncle, who lives in town. So yeah, my mom and I we just had a little Thanksgiving lunch at the retirement home where she lives. That's about it. I've and I actually baked a turkey that I've had in my freezer since I'm gonna say last Black Friday because it was a steeply discounted Thanksgiving turkey that just went on basically clearance at the grocery store. I made some gravy to go with it tonight out of some of the fat and juices that cooked off. Ah, the gravy was amazing. Like, turkey makes the best gravy out of any meat. At the very least, out of the commonly consumed ones, turkey, pork, or turkey, pigs, cows, and chickens. Out of those, turkey easily makes the best gravy. Turkey fat is just wonderful. So I made some gravy, just put it on some of the leftover turkey meat, had some salad and chips on the side. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm not being very vigilant about switching my tracking, but I feel like I'm probably not missing too much. I saw a yellow dot for an herb over here. Come on, finish, finish, finish. Yes! Oh, you got owned. Oh, go maul about it, you dumb cat. And yeah, I've been watching VTuber streams, and I gotta say, I am appalled by how much harmful misinformation the VTuber community is spreading about turkey. Uh, they are saying that it is dry and doesn't have any flavor and doesn't taste good.
I'm out of range.
At least certain VTubers are who won't be named here.
I need to get closer.
Excuse me. But yeah, turkey is great. Turkey fat is delicious. Turkeys have giant drumsticks that are like 10 times as big as chicken drumsticks. You can cook like so much food with so little effort by putting a turkey in the oven. Like some of the really big ones, like the 20-pounders, it can be hard to find a pan that's big enough. But like the 10 to 15-pound turkeys, that's like cooking 5 chickens at the same time. Maybe 4 chickens at the same time. Yeah, what I'd like to do the next time I make a turkey is, I saw a video on preparing turkeys, and you can apparently, like, you basically, like, rip out the spine, and then you kind of flatten the bird out, and then you don't have to cook it as long. So you're less likely to make it dry that way. I want to try making a turkey like that. Or, if you really want to do, if you really want to do, like, more prep work and get a better result, you can just, you can do that and then also take off the thigh and the drumsticks. Because the dark meat and the white meat, they require different cooking times. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try a different zone. It's like, everything here is either green or gray, even on my herbalism. So, yeah, I want to go somewhere with slightly more challenging herbs that are actually gonna, you know, level me up. But for the last couple of months, I've been mostly living off of baked chicken and frozen pizza. Like I've been super addicted to World of Warcraft, and those two those are two of the like easier options to just like throw in the oven, set a timer, and food comes out. The pizza's pretty bad for you, but the wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh no, I forgot I forgot an important change. Wait, am I even using push to talk? Does anything happen? No. Push to mute, maybe? I probably have a really bad echo right now. Hang on. Okay, it's coming back to me now. Hang on. No? That didn't fix anything. That just created a new problem. Okay, why can't I get... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, all my settings are messed up. I've been talking this whole time, and I think my headset audio has been going in through my webcam, which is off, and I can't get my... I can't get my game audio to go through my headphones, even when I change it in Windows. Are we back? No, we're not back. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, I think the game is somehow remembering the audio settings and not letting me change my devices. So I'm gonna exit the game and then reopen it. So I'll be right back again. Shoot, this audio issue is really blindsiding me. Sorry about this. Okay, I've got audio coming through my headphones so that my mic won't pick it up and create an echo anymore. I can see from the equalizer on Streamlabs that the audio is playing on stream. And I can hear it? Yeah. Okay, everything's good. That deserved a sip. I'm not too keen on outing all of my bank alts, so I'll just hold off on mailing this stuff for now. The Plaguelands is probably the closest area where I can get good experience on both of my gather skills. Oh, and I also get to drop off this quest item. Let's see, where is that guy? The apothecarium, maybe? So let's see, what else is going on? Real life junk. I'm not sure anyone cares. Like, a lot of it's just kind of the same thing, same type of deal I've already talked about. Like, mental health this, you know, need more flexibility that. Sorry for not streaming, blah blah blah. We've all been over that a bunch of times. I've got a couple of job interviews next week. So I might be re-entering the workforce soon. I don't think any of the jobs are keepers. As in, like, careers, but I don't know, they'd probably be good enough for a couple months. Let's go ahead and do these dailies.
Good. What would you ask of death?
No potatoes? Oh, they're all in my bank, aren't they? Let's see what this lady wants. Cranberry chutney. Okay. Portable mailbox. Yeah, my main, the warrior, is also an engineer. So I've got my portable mailbox. I've got both of my sets of goggles, and one of them is already getting replaced by a tier helmet, which was something I was really hoping wouldn't happen. I've been pugging a few Nax raids, and the helm is just the thing that I happen to win the roll on. But I really wanted to put off the helm slot,
What is it?
because those goggles are not cheap or easy to make.
Watch.
Work complete.
And I also need to replace the Earth Siege diamond that I had in that helm. I've already got a replacement for the Sirens tier that I just got by fishing. I've actually fished up 3 or 4 of those. I got one from the daily.
Speak quickly.
I'm finding a lot of the Sirens tiers. I think this character has all the cosmetics. The Pilgrim's Robe doesn't... Pilgrim's Robe is, like, really not that special. There's so many just random, like, leather skirts out there. I'm just gonna take turkey shooters. I know that I have all of the pilgrim costumes,
What would you ask?
which are the more unique looking rewards.
Our time will come.
Especially the boots. Oh yeah, this thing. Man, this robe looks great. I kind of wish transmogs were in the game, because I would save this thing to my little transmog database, whatever you get. I love the way that robe looks, but the stats are so awful. I don't think anyone ever wears it. So what else is going on in the world of things that aren't politics? Twitter, Elon Musk, that kind of counts as not politics. I will say, I hope that Big Daddy Elon succeeds. Like, he's being very, what's the word, ham-handed about running things right now. But, I mean, the site is way cooler, and there's a lot more, like, cool and interesting things going on now than there were a few weeks ago. And I trust him to, run the site more than I trust any of the people that he's replacing. See, do I actually want to do this stuff? I don't know. I could accept Western Plague Land quests, but... eh. Actually, I'll go ahead and take one. I'll start the Skullman's Key quest chain, because I just like to have all the keys. I don't know if I'm ever gonna go into Skullman's on this character. I probably won't, but I just still want to have the key. I guess it wouldn't be the craziest thing to do. I saw in some video that Phase 2 of Wrath is going to bring back Dark Runes as a crafting material. And a Death Knight would be a fantastic way to farm those. I could probably solo Scholomance on this character right now. Well, if I could get in.
Closer.
I don't have start attack macros set up, do I? Come on, attack. There we go. Destroy the command tent. Plant the Scourge banner.
Work complete.
Never mind that those 4 survivors just saw me do both of those things. Ooh, now this is some good disenchanting material. Well, or is it? Is it 50 or 51 where you start finding eternal essences? I'm not actually sure. I have a disenchanting alt, and she has both some character levels and some enchanting levels. I can disenchant up to, I think, level 55.
That ability isn't
So the second to the last level range in Classic. And oh man, like that specific level range, so much money disenchanting those. Like, if I hadn't already gone through all the time and trouble of leveling the alt's enchanting skill, then I think there would be a pretty good case for leveling enchanting on the Death Knight. Oh my god. Screw you. Hate this game.
ready.
Well, so I guess we can't farm up our herbalism here. Yeah, it's not even close. And I know that plague weed just grows all over the place here. Go choke on a bag of dicks, Blizzard.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet.
Well, I don't know. I really don't know where to go.
That ability isn't ready. Do that
Like, I'm sure there's some...
yet. Ready yet.
Sure, there's a bunch of perfectly great herbalism guides out there, but I don't want to stop the stream to go look one up. Alright, can this chest... Nope, this chest isn't going to make it worth my time. The mithril is valuable and all, but I could have just been mining this, and I could have just been mining mithril in the Badlands. Let's take a look at the world map. Let's figure out where to go. Oh. Yeah, I think the hinterlands actually works. Because it definitely is higher than the Badlands, but it's not gonna have Plague Bloom. The hinterlands caps out at like level 50, 51, 52, somewhere there, which is where the Plague Land starts. So yeah, I think that's where I want to bridge my skill. Plague Bloom, yeah, fuck you, Blizzard. I held it in as long as I could. But seeing a resource node and not being able to harvest it, that's one of the things that just really pisses me off in this game. Like, it's a flower. Pick it up. It's not complicated. You know, or like the mineral veins, like it's sticking out of the ground. Just hit it with your pick. In terms of game mechanics, like, sure, I guess it makes sense, but... Yeah, it's so dumb that the character... that you can't even attempt it. If you're 299 out of 300 skill levels that are required for the, you know, some herb, like your character can't even attempt to like bend down and pick it up, even though they know what it is, and they have 299 out of 300 skill. I don't want to complain about it too long, so I'll just move on. Something kind of like this actually happened earlier when I was in Arathi with mining. I found a true silver vein, which just should not be spawning there, to be completely honest. Like, I'm pretty sure you still find tin in Arathi. That's how low level it is. But I found a true silver, which you need 230 to mine it, which is the same as thorium. And I was 222. 8 levels short, so I just really wanted to mine this stupid vein, and mithril ore, it was really expensive on the auction house, but it was about the same as mithril bars. So I bought all of the mithril ore on the auction house, which was 36 of them, smelted all 36, and even though it was green on my little smelting window, still smelted 36 bars and got 0 skill points out of it. Like, forget experience, like, make the gather skills easier to level up. Or just skill pips in general. Like, if a thing is being displayed as green, and you know, you can level, you can do the action like 20, 30 times and not get a skill up, like, either reduce the number of pips or just make it gray. Like, seriously. Don't waste all my time and resources like that. Don't want Alterac, I want Hinterlands, so further east. Yeah, that direction didn't quite feel right. So yeah, gather skills, they make you money. If you level a gather skill along with your character level, it's essentially free money. And oh man, if you like change skills, or you know, you make a death knight and you just need to level him, like, gather skills are torture. Excuse me. Crafting skills, I think, are pretty fair for the most part. Really, the only time when they're not is when you get that like fake green skill. Like, it tells you that you can level by making those, but like, you can just craft an exorbitant amount, like 10, 20, 30, without leveling up. That's really the only issue with the way that the crafting skills are. Some of them could use, like, a few more recipes near the top, just to make it a little bit easier to get over the hump. Engineering really needs another one that's kind of near 450. Or even near like 430 or something, so it can at least be yellow while you're trying to get the final skill levels. Because I made, like, on just the last pip of engineering, 449 to 450, I made over 20 Gnomish army knives without getting the pip. And I made like 30 or 40 Gnomish army knives, getting from 245 to 249. Which did delay my epic flying mount. So yeah, if you're playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic, and if you're an engineer, what I would actually recommend, and I think most people who've leveled the skill would recommend, is whenever you unlock the goggle recipes, do not craft them. And do not craft your Northrend wormhole generator. Hold off on those until they can be your last 2 or your last 3 skill pips. So if your class only gets 1 pair of goggles, like I think rogues only get 1, that's going to be 250, and the wormhole generator is 249. If it's something like Warrior, where there's 2 of them, then yeah, it's 248, 249, 250 that you're getting between the goggles and the generator. Because the wormhole generator and the goggles, all those recipes are orange at 249. And you won't have to spend like 400 to 600 gold on Serenite, just spamming Gnomish army knives that are going to sell for 50 silver. Because all of the other people with engineering had to craft just a million of them. The other thing that I would do differently with engineering, mammoth cutters and Serenite arrows. Like, when you're leveling your skill, just make those until they go gray. If you make 20 without getting a single pip, that's fine. Those recipes are profitable. So you can afford to make 20 of them without getting a pip. You know, you'll just have to mail them to a bank alt, and you might have to, like, space out selling them over a few days or a few weeks or, you know, whatever. It's going to depend on how much demand there is. But those 2 recipes, they are very easy to craft, and they have very nice profit margins. Thanks to all of the bots and gold farmers that are just... Seriously? Thanks to all of the bots and gold farmers that are in Sholazar Basin 24/7. Yeah, Serenite is just dirt cheap. And that's another thing. If you want to make money with mining, Serenite is the worst option. If you want to make money with your mining skill, for some reason I'm not going to judge, I recommend doing it in Outland. Because I did the Netherwing faction and got exalted on my main. And so of course I mined minerals while I was out there. I was doing the Twilight Portal daily in Nagrand. So I was flying around quite a bit, harvesting mining nodes in several different zones. And Fel Iron, Adamantite, and Corium consistently sell for similar or greater amounts than cobalt, serenite, and titanium on my, at least on my server. The green gems also sell for a lot more, like 3 times more to about 15 times. The blue gems are useless. They're vendor trash. The Outland ones are, but how often do you get one of those? Not a whole lot, I've found. I did seem to crack them quite a bit more than the Northrend gems. I think I've gotten, like, maybe 1 or 2 of those in the entire time I've been in Northrend. Fucking hell. Yeah, there's always some skull level. Seems like there's always some skull level player I can't do anything about. Farming in the same zones as me. And that wasn't a Death Knight, that was a Druid. Like, that person has just decided that farming herbs in a level 40 to 50 zone is the best way for him to make money with his level 80 Druid. Give me a break. With the, with as high as the quest gold rewards are tuned in Northrend, particularly at level 80, gather skills are kind of obsolete, in my opinion. Like, if you go to K2 as a level 80 and you just haven't done the stuff, you can just be, like, cranking out the quests, and they're paying off, like, 25 gold a piece. Some of the harder ones I've even seen pay out 50 gold. And that's not just elite quests either. Like, some of just the regular one-person, you know, go do this thing quests. They'll pay out 50 gold. Most of the instance quests that I do pay out 50 gold. The Daily Heroic and Dungeon, I'm pretty sure both of those pay out 50 gold on top of whatever it is that you get in the dungeon. You get to at least roll on Frozen Orb, which is another 50 if you win it. Let's see, the Fishing Daily. The Fishing Daily has pretty, what's the word, variable rewards, but 15 is about as low as it gets. In the, you know, and there almost isn't a ceiling. It's like you can get a Siren's Tear, which is, has come down a little bit because of the Murloc farming method has become more well known. They're like 160 or something right now on this server. Still a lot. You can get waterlogged recipes, which go for like a couple hundred gold. I mean, I've sold even the little vial of poison quest item for, I think I got like 70 gold for it. The cooking daily, uh, it doesn't it doesn't have as high a ceiling on it as the fishing daily, but it's super quick. And you're guaranteed, I think, at least 3 northern spices, which are like 3 gold right now. So there's 10 plus the Epicurean award plus I think that might be it actually, unless you like. I think maybe cooking recipes can be in there. It takes like 2 minutes. You don't even have to cook anything. You have to gather up the stupid little items off the ground. Uh, sometimes you need to supply some actual food, like chilled meat or northern stew. Yeah, you can just buy those. They're all cheap. I keep a supply of the foods that the cooking daily asked for in my mailbox. I just a while ago. Oh man, I wish we could do something to this guy. And the most I can do is just not help him. Is he gonna win? Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna win. So he's not gonna need to run away where this ooze is. I can go ahead and risk aggroing it. Yeah, he's intentionally pulling multiple. Must be prot. I don't think he's high enough to be unrelenting assault. No, he's not. He's full prot. Yeah, this character is my only one right now that doesn't really have money. Because I spent it on herbs to level the mining, and then I mailed the bars to my bank alt to sell, and I haven't sent any money back. All right, this person wants an inscriber, and I can ask in my mains guild, but there's a lot of dual gather plebes. Dual gather is the ultimate plebe move. It's the ultimate, not even plebe. It's the ultimate like midwit character configuration in World of Warcraft. Because I think because it's like that meme where there's like the really dumb guy, the midwit, and the really smart guy. It's like the really dumb guy is like, uh, I want I want skinning leatherworking to make items for my character. The midwit's like, yeah, if I have 2 gathering professions, I'll make so much money I can pay other people for items. The really smart guy is like, I want skinning and leatherworking so I can make my own items for my character. That's the way I see the professions in World of Warcraft. Because the obvious thing that you're kind of pointed to is a gather skill and a crafting skill, unless it's tailoring and chanting. Yeah, tailoring enchanting is kind of cheating. Because that's like... It's kind of like having 3 professions, because disenchanting is its own gather skill. Let's see... Ask my guild in a bit. All of my alts are in the Phase Connect guild. My main is in a regular guild because, well, he's my main. I wanted to be able to do stuff like raids. And I wasn't expecting the Phase Connect guild to get as many mains in it as it did. Like, I think the Phase Connect guild and my regular guild are about equally close to being able to run Nax 10, which just blows my mind. I thought the Phase Connect guild was just going to be like 100 low-level characters and maybe like 1 or 2 level 80s. But we've got a lot of either 80s or close to 80s. Not even just Death Knights. Was that another Purple Lotus or was it Wildvine? Purple Lotus. Can Herbalist find Wildvine? I'm not actually sure. I'm not going to make any of the weird potions, but if I remember correctly, Wildvine goes into a really good tailoring recipe, and my disenchanting character has tailoring. She's currently skill capped, and I need to level her up quite a bit actually to upgrade the capacity to 300. So yeah, she can do bolts of Mage Weave, and I think maybe like 1 or 2 items that are actually made out of Mage Weave. I've actually made a ton of money off of her at the Silk level. Silk just tends to be super devalued, and you can actually make some pretty good stuff out of it. Really, the thing I want to do with this character, I'm kind of already doing with my my disenchanting ult. Purple Lotus. It's like with her, I can log on. If I'm out of any of the good recipes, I can just craft a few, throw them all up on the auction house, and oh, there's a Wildvine. Throw them all up on the auction house, you know, and collect my, you know, and collect the cash from my like other auctions that sold for like 30 to 50 gold. That's yeah, that's what I want to do with this character. Just free passive money or for logging in and doing not much else. Alright, where's this myth? There's this mithril vein. Alright, got my mithril. I can kill you now. Wow, bitch. Thanks for going that way and aggroing the other guy.
Do that.
And Jinthalor is so cool. I mean, not so much since they uneleted everything, but like back in like classic, before they made it so before they just like squashed the leveling experience. Oh man, you gotta kill so much stuff, and it's all elites, and assuming you're Horde, you're gonna get like at least 4 upgrades from doing all the Jinthalor quests. I think for the Alliance you don't really get that much. You know, which is one of the like 100 reasons that 1 to 60 is just such a better experience for the Horde. Like I consider 1 to 60 like peak World of Warcraft. I still haven't done anything that is more fun. Like being a fresh level 80 and full clearing next 25 and just getting like an epic per hour, like sure that's fun, but like you kind of already get to do you can kind of just like do that with Scarlet Cathedral, right? They won't be epics, but you can get a blue every hour in Cath if you're lucky. Yeah, so like that's cool. Burning Crusade especially, or not Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King especially has like some cool quest chains. Like the Grizzly Hills chain where you're working with that troll and then the troll betrays you and then you meet him again later and you have to kill him. I don't want to give away too much there. Like that was really cool. But I mean, I don't know, 1 to 60 is like there's so many thresholds you hit, right? You know, it's like you do like the 1 through about 1 through 10 and get through all your intro content and it's like okay, now I got my basic abilities, like I got my druid if I'm bear form, I've got like defensive stance if I'm warrior. You know, and then level 20 you hit another power threshold. You know, you get something important for your class, like you get cat form if you're a druid, you get aspect of the cheetah. If you're a hunter, berserker stance if you're a warrior. And then you level up some more, and you know, 30 might also have some like, you know, big important ability, or it's a lot of like class quests at 30. Just like give you good gear or something. You know, level 40, you know, the high 30s, you're farming the Scarlet Monastery, you're doing like RFK, you're doing RFD. You hit level 40, you got you got all this new like powerful blue gear. If you know if your class gets an armor upgrade, you get that at 40. You get your mount at 40. You're like, oh yeah, yeah, it's like this huge power spike. You're like, oh yeah, I feel awesome. You know, you kind of like ride that high for a while. You know, you plod your way up to 50, and then it's like 50's when you start going to Blackrock Mountain. 50's when you get your really cool like Sunken Temple trinket. Usually it's a trinket, and Those trinkets you keep forever in vanilla. Uh, you know, you might even nowadays you might keep them all the way until 80. In Wrath of the Lich King, or a little bit past that. Like my warrior had his diamond flask for pretty much all of the Borean tundra, and it was getting rotated with other trinkets on cooldown. Yeah, I think it was Dragon Blight when I finally retired the old diamond flask.
I can't do that yet.
But yeah, level 50 is a level 50 character is like going to Blackrock Mountain. You can start trying to get your Hand of Justice if you're melee. That thing will also pretty much last into Northrend. And it's like if you're playing like actual classic, it's like, you know, you can kind of like feel yourself like powering up for, you know, for Molten Core and, you know, ZG and all that. Then you hit 60. It's like you made it. You made it, and it was long. It was hard. Took all this time and effort. But if it, you know, getting that one last, that big last, you know, the big ding in. That feels really good. And you get your Swift mount. Is the first thing that you do after hitting level 60 before you even do your class training. Because of all the money you've been raking in with your trade professions. And vanilla just also has like the coolest dungeons. Like Scarlet Monastery was cool because it was this whole little complex of dungeons, and the Scarlet Crusade is just a really cool. It's just a really cool faction. You know, a bunch of like evil, insane paladins that, you know, still are still perfectly capable of wielding the light, and just like, you know, and which just kind of like spits in the face of all the Blood Knight lore, like, ooh, as blood elves could never channel the light naturally. It's like, so the fucking like, the fucking like genocidal paladins in Lordaeron can do it while they're murdering civilians, but a blood elf can't for some reason. Like, come on, dude. Blood elves can be priests. Get over yourself, dude on the Blizzard Riding team. What else is cool? Like, I don't know, this is kind of a hipster take, but I really like Oldemon. You know, all the... There's some pretty good enemy variety in there. Um, the Indiana Jones puzzle where you're like... Where you like... You kill the Lost Vikings, and you assemble the staff, and you do the light puzzle. Like, that's all really cool. Like, that Classic doesn't have a lot of scripted events, and, you know, for what they were able to do at the time, I think that was just that was pretty cool. It was, and it didn't it didn't just kind of like hijack the whole run and make it about the NPCs like some of the more sophisticated scripted events do. No, it's just a fun little thing that you do to summon the boss. You know, and then there's all this like super mysterious lore if you actually read if you actually read quest text like I do. You know, you're discovering all this brand new fresh lore about the world. And I mean this is before like Wrath of the Lich King and Ulduar and stuff, so these things like the Earthen, the Curse of Flesh, all that, it was brand new. It's brand new lore about the universe.
Closer.
So I think getting to uncover that and then was cool. And then you also get a free 14 slot bag just for coming. You know, and like my rogue back in classic like never got rid of his free 14 slot bag from Uldamon. Like the bind on pickup 10 slot from Wailing Caverns, like I kept that on him all the way to 60. And it just kept getting pushed like deeper and deeper into the bank. You know, until I'd bought all of the bank slots and, you know, had another bag upgrade. Finally got pushed off. So yeah, I do like Uldamon quite a bit. I think that's a cool dungeon. I think Scholomance is really cool. Stratholme is really cool because they're both like they're both like actual big cities that you can kind of explore. BRD you can really explore, but you know even Stratholme, you know, not being nearly as big, it has a lot of like little details and Easter eggs. You know, and there's like the cool time challenge with Baron Rivendare. It's, you know, it's obviously a really important place in terms of the Warcraft lore. You know, because that's where Arthas just actually turns evil. Not even gonna bother killing this. Yeah, please don't aggro your friends. Just evade. Go back where you came from, dude. But yeah, like none of the Burning Crusade dungeons have the same are as cool as the vanilla ones. Except for like, I guess some of the Cavern of Time stuff. But the Cavern of Time missions, they're cool because of. I almost don't want to count those because, like, the cool factor comes from the Warcraft RTS games. You know, where you're kind of reenacting these big moments from the history of the franchise. So, like, Calling of Stratholme is cool because of Warcraft 3. Mount Hyjal, that's cool because of Warcraft 3. You know, and then like Karzhan is Karzhan is interesting, but like it's kind of a mess. Like I don't really know what's going on with Karazhan. I know it was like Medivh's castle or whatever, and ooh, it's a spooky, weird, haunted castle, but like the bosses are just like such a mishmash of different factions and races, and I don't. There's little to no story to help tie it all together. So it's Carson was kind of fun, and the bosses and wings were individually pretty cool, but the overall experience, it was like okay, so it's like you go to a buffet, and it's like it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be like a mega buffet. Like it's got everything, and you're thinking, oh wow, this it's gonna be huge. It's gonna have like like eight different tables full of trays full of different kinds of food, and it's gonna be like a Chinese buffet, and then like a sushi buffet, and like a Mongolian grill, and you're thinking about and that's all these things from all over the place. And you go there, and they've got one table full of trays, and you go up, and they've got like the beef lo mein, and that's like the only Chinese thing. It's not a Chinese it's not like a whole table or a whole buffet of Chinese stuff. It's just like the one thing. And then next to that, they've got like anchovy and pineapple pizza, and no other pizza anywhere. So it's like it's a pizza buffet and a Chinese buffet, but it's like there's only one of each, and they don't really go together. And then next to that, they got like let's not even say fried chicken, because that's kind of universal. They've got like mashed potatoes and gravy, country style gravy. So they've got the Chinese, the country style, and the pizza, and none of it really goes together. And what else? Oh yeah, they don't have like the Mongolian. Instead of having like the big Mongolian like flat top to cook everything on, they've just kind of like got some like rice noodles and shaved beef, and some like chili garlic sauce. So it's also a Mongolian place. And what are some other buffets? Oh, dessert buffets. Yeah, they need to have a dessert. Let's go with like they have cake pops. Let's say now cake pops are kind of fancy. They wouldn't be on a buffet. They've got they've just got a whole soft serve machine. Ooh, even better, even better. They got fondue. They have a chocolate lava fondue. It's like with like some marshmallows or something. So it's like the ultimate like Chinese pizza country style Mongolian dessert buffet, but it's like you're not you don't get the experience from any of them. You don't get like the whole like variety or whatever. No, you just get like one thing from each category, and they all taste great. Like the chili noodles with beef shavings is great. The mashed potatoes are all like fluffy and creamy, and you got this like really good, great, really delicious gravy full of all this like wonderful turkey fat, like real gravy. And the lo mein is like it's fried in like beef tallow and soy sauce, and it actually has like it actually has like beef chunks in it. It's not just like beef flavored. And there's a lot of them. It's got like the little like bamboo strips. And it's really good low mean and well, now I wish I hadn't chosen a gross and hilarious pizza flavor, but all the things are really good and they don't go together at all. That's Karazhan. I don't hate Karazhan. I actually like it better than some of the other raids that I've done, but it is a mess. What about Naxxramas? Naxxramas... Naxxramas is too big. It has too many bosses. I'm sorry. It's like if you pruned like 2 or 3 of the bosses and just like you know distributed their loot around, that would greatly improve Nax because it takes so long to go through all these like to go through all these bosses, a lot of which are just kind of like tank and spanks. And there's so much trash. I feel like the only thing wrong with Naxxramas is that it's just too big. Shorten it, trim a little bit of fat, and then chef's kiss. I really like Thaddeus and Nax. Thaddeus is like one of my favorite raid bosses. I mean, it's not like it's not like his mechanics are complex or anything, but it's like you have to do the mechanics. You can't just zerg him, which I like. I mean, the mechanics are kind of like how we justify, going through all this over and over again to ourselves. The mechanics are the mechanics are the thing that like the only thing that like makes the one button rotations kind of tolerable. So I like that you have to do the mechanics. Everybody has to do the mechanic, and the mechanic is something that you have to pay attention to. You can't just you can't just stand there pressing your button, and you can't just like switch every single time without thinking. You have to watch what your polarity is. It's also not like needlessly complex. The Four Horsemen have kind of a similar mechanic, where it's just like you need to move around sometimes, and watch a debuff that's being placed on you. Like that description fits both boss encounters. But with Four Horsemen, it's like you can't completely skip their mechanic, but you can definitely zerg down the dwarf. And just like ignore the mechanic as it relates to him, and then just go to Baron. And if you have a good enough raid, you can just zerg down Baron as well. But my point was, the reason I brought up the Four Horsemen is that like you've got you've got kind of the same mechanic, but the Four Horsemen version is just way more complicated, kind of needlessly so. Like once you know what's up, the two fights are pretty much the same. Just like watch your debuff and move when you have to. But fully explaining the mechanics of Four Horsemen to someone who's never done it, it takes your raid leader like 5 minutes. Thaddeus, it takes less than 1 minute. If you have negative, go to the left side. If you have positive, go to the right. And stay as far away from the other group as you can while still hitting the boss. That's all you have to tell people for Thaddeus. I'm not even going to take the time to fully explain the Four Horsemen mechanics. Because I know I'd have to, like... I'd keep forgetting something and having to, like, circle back and... Then I'd have to explain, like, there's like 2 or 3 sort of alternate ways to do it. You know, like Zerging Thane or whatever. And, like, the mechanics are similar, but also kind of different for the people in the front versus the people in the back. And it's like you're in the back, like, your healer is essentially another tank. Which is weird, and... I had to actually do the fight to understand how it worked, because when I was just told what to do, I didn't really understand what to do, and I killed myself with debuffs. So then I got explained in a little more detail, and I still didn't entirely get it. But by the end of... By the time we downed the bosses, I got it. But there's just so many, like, small, stupid details that you have to explain and figure out with the Four Horsemen that are complicated on paper, but really simple in practice. That's why I like Thaddeus more. Oh, no, you don't, mister. Alright, 282, 283, 284. What's mining at? 290. I don't think these are quite high enough for Outland. I could probably go back to the Western Plaguelands with these levels. Oh, the ghost mushrooms aren't back up yet. Oop, there's one. They're respawning now. Alright, where's this true silver? Let's just get it first. Oh, ghost mushroom. Wonder what these are going for. Only 63. 64 silver. These things used to be 10 gold. What happened? I don't know. I guess the level squash makes whatever they're used for not really worth it anymore. Because I think some of the end-game vanilla gear was actually still pretty useful in Outland. Like some of the crafted stuff. But you really outgrow gear fast nowadays.
Ready yet. I can't do that yet.
It's like between the easier dungeons and the faster experience. I remember there was one day on my warrior where I replaced my tanking sword 3 times in the same day. Oh, thanks you dumb worms. Now I'm in combat. I'm just gonna try and move out. It'll catch up to me, but I don't think it'll daze me. Didn't even get a hit in. Well, don't I feel dumb? Scum-covered bag. Money. Oh wow, my bags are totally stuffed. Yeah, have fun in there, buddy. Alright, well this character's gather skills are pretty much Outland ready. I think what I'll do is Hearth. I'll toss some herbs into my bank. Maybe throw some stuff up on the auction house. Then I want to use Deathgate to warp to Eastern Plague Lands. Get her the rest of the way to 300. This guy wants to go to Ironforge. He's 60. Have you been to Stormwind yet? If he needs Stormwind, I'm gonna say... Okay, he's been to Stormwind. Tell him to go through Lochmodon. Yeah, I don't normally care about I don't care about achievements all that much, but I do want to get the Thanksgiving ones on my main. So, I'm gonna be doing that. Probably tomorrow? And my route's gonna be, take a Zeppelin to Gromgol. Uh, then go through, Red Ridge, Burning Steps, Lochmodon, get Stormwind and Ironforge in one trip. I feel like that's gonna be quicker than just corpse dragging through Stormwind to the Deep Run tram. Let's see. Let's go to a city where I can do more of the Thanksgiving dailies. Never enough turkey shooters. There might be another Phase Connect stream before they expire. And, I do want to shoot those Phase Connect streamers with my turkey guns. People were firing those off in Sheena's stream the other night. Oh, and the one thing I find just really crazy about that is you can still use spells and abilities and stuff, as a turkey. That's wild. Normally with stuff that changes your character that drastically, like the Wisp costume from Halloween, you're silenced. You can't use a mount, although I guess the turkey does block that. Can't cast spells, can't craft items. The turkey lets you do pretty much anything that doesn't involve mounting up. You got pointed talon. Is there a turkey dance? Doesn't look like it. Oh, he left. I wanted to twerk at the turkey. I met that guy on a Zeppelin the other day. Tried to get him to open some lock boxes, but apparently he's hardcore, so he can't trade with me. I guess he can't even open the window. It's like, him picking my lockbox, he's not even really trading anything, he's just giving something away. He would get nothing from that. Yeah, rules is rules, I guess. He probably has the he probably has the add-on active. Right, stuffing. I don't think I have any stuffing in my bank. Let's go find out, though. Oh no, I need to sneeze and I don't remember my press to mute key. Alright, place your bets on how long I'll be able to keep it in. That warlock just targeted me. Is she gonna turkify me? I guess not.
What can I help you with?
Holy shit, this guild has over 300 members and they're still recruiting? What, are they just gonna take like the Soviet Union approach to raiding and just like send in wave after wave of unprepared and unequipped troops until eventually the raid boss just gives up and dies? There was a guild like that on my my original classic server. Stuffing and turkey? Yes.
For the horde!
Oof. It didn't clear up much space.
Drink!
I've still got a lot of crap, but that's enough to at least do the cooking I need to do.
So. Work complete.
And the horde rep from the holiday quests is actually kind of a big deal for a Death Knight character. I start out neutral instead of friendly, so so I don't even have my my reputation discount with vendors in all the cities yet. Like, yeah, I could go to a starting zone and knock out those quests for basically free, but um, I don't want to put my time into that. The Thanksgiving stuff I just want to do.
Well,
Alright, one more.
greetings. Go in peace.
What do you need?
Look,
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the Thanksgiving Rogues quest. I mean, I'm only going to attempt it on my main. But dwarf rogues are just so rare. No one ever makes those things. What's this?
what do you need?
Work complete.
Okay, free Frost Wolf rep. I'll let that thing occupy space in my quest log. Let's throw some stuff up on the auction house. Three and a half gold. 3.5 gold is kind of a crummy price. I'll mail that to my bank alt in a minute. 1 gold is about right for a gold ore. I should actually be buying this. And it goes all the way up to 4 gold. Eh, 4 gold isn't really high enough to justify selling it. I do actually use true silver on my engineer. Yeah, a lot of this stuff isn't even worth risking a deposit fee over. I'm just going to vendor some of it. I'm obviously keeping all the herbs since I plan to switch to alchemy later. Yeah, that's going to the vendor. Yeah, I really don't like to auction things if the deposit is 10% or more of the total price. Like this huge emerald. I'll only do it if it's something that I'm very confident will sell. Because losing deposit fees can just really, really bleed down your profits.
Mokra!
Alright, sell you that, sell you that. That. Although one of my bank alts I have actually been leveling jewel crafting on. Maybe I'll hang on to that. Oh, I forgot to check the price on healing potion. I don't think I need the note to complete the quest. Let's check. Star, the hand, and the heart. Nope, I don't need the note. Yeah, nah. For some reason, this size healing potion is just worth nothing.
Well met.
Like, I know why it was worth so little in vanilla. That was because of rogue pickpocketing. It just kind of
I have just
never fell off of the loot tables. I don't know why it would be worth so little now, because there aren't a million level 60 rogues pickpocketing in Blackrock Depths.
Blood and thunder!
Alright, let's toss the rest of our herbs into the bank. Try to move my holiday stuff out of the way. Switch that with the Mage Weave. Or not Mage Weave, Mage Royal. Alright, how much of this stuff can we fit in? This gold thorn stack is pretty much full, so I'll swap that with the Arthas Tears. Oh, the King's Blood actually fit in.
Victory!
Alright, still 15 minutes on the Hearthstone, so let's go ahead and... Yeah, I've barely used this character, so... I don't know where everything is yet. I don't actually even know what all my abilities do. Yeah, I need to have that equipped for soloing. I just need to learn what my abilities actually do on this character. All right, let's fight a Light's Hope. I'm kind of running dry on things to talk about. I'm not great at starting conversations. I tend to do better when it's just like, I don't know, following a conversation, responding to things. So it's hard to come up with things to talk about and to be interesting while I'm streaming. I know that I can fall back on narrating gameplay. Excuse you. I know I can fall back on narrating gameplay, but I don't like to do that because it's kind of boring. And if that's what I'm doing all the time, why would anyone want to? Why would anyone who tunes in want to watch that? It's a lot better than, and I do mean a lot better than nothing, than just playing the game silently. But streaming is it's a very character-driven type of thing. And I don't know, I have really robust monologue and ooh, exactly 1,000. That was kind of cool. I have really robust monologue and even dialogue within my own head. But I don't know, when I speak, it just kind of like doesn't come out. It's like the thoughts that would become the words, they just kind of like, it's like the tap runs empty. You know, there's no supply chain. And I don't know, I can't get I can't get the things that I want to articulate into words as well when they have to like get filtered through speaking. I have to pause and think a lot more. When I'm thinking in my head, um, even if it's complicated or I'm kind of like, I don't know, weighing two different ideas against each other, it's a pretty it's a pretty quick, pretty steady flow. Uh, but when I'm speaking, especially when I'm the one like steering and driving, you know, like I am with my monologuing on here, it can be like molasses in January, to kind of quote Gone with the Wind. Oh, an arcane crystal. Arcane crystals aren't worth a whole lot anymore, but I actually use thorium. I use essence of fire. I use a lot of essence of fire to craft items to sell. I use more of those two materials than I actually did on any of my classic vanilla characters. And one of the perks about making Mancrick's wife into an alchemist is I'll be able to transmute my own Arcanite, and the I've heard that the cooldown on Arcanite is gone, like completely gone. Like you can just like spam churn it out, and it doesn't hit your transmute cooldown anymore, which unfortunately probably means that a transmutation master won't be able to, you know, to proc on that. You know, and get like double, triple, I think it goes up to quadruple payouts. But yeah, making my own Arcanite instead of buying it off of the auction house, it's going to be a pretty nice savings. And I'll have a much better profit margin. I don't actually use... And I don't actually use a ton of Arcanite, just because it's a it's a high profit but low value type of deal.
Ability isn't ready. I can't do that.
So profit margin will go up. Yeah. I don't use a ton of it, but I never did use a whole lot of it. And now it's like I use it in small quantities all the time instead of just like almost never being able to get it, which was the case in vanilla.
That ability isn't ready yet.
I don't know. I don't think this is a super interesting topic. I'll just go ahead and move on. That's a lot of trolls. I'm in danger.
It's too far.
I feel like these guys are probably weak since they were clustered so tight. No, it looks like they're about as strong as the other enemies. Oh, there's two of them still alive? I definitely should have renewed my diseases then. What was I thinking? Of course I'm not in danger. I'm playing a Death Knight. Okay, these stuns are actually kind of a problem. Oh my god, stop stunning me. Oh no, my disease is expired. I think I've got these guys. Let's use this guy to spread the diseases again. There we go. Yeah, I was not prepared for the stuns there.
I can't loot that.
Excuse me, dude. I don't want to keep fighting you guys. Hang on. Okay, yeah, I got the herb. What's this guy? Jugwish? It's a weird name. Alright, let's finally... Ooh, let's not get out of here. Not yet. $293. Well, I'm definitely high enough that I could get the skill upgrade in Outland. I don't know if I'm high enough that I could actually gather the stuff in Outland. I would like to get both of the skills to 300. What's herbalism at? 291. Okay, so that's perfectly reasonable. Ooh, a chest. Excuse me, could you not do that? True silver on this server, it's like a cryptocurrency. It just shoots up and down on almost a daily basis. You know, it'll do like a 2 or a 3x, then it'll crash, then it'll do it again. Oh, not okay, not okay. Oh, these bats need to die right now. Okay, I got that off just in time to save the diseases. Wait, who's alive? One skeleton. My Argent Dawn rep. Look at how fast my Argent Dawn rep is going up.
I need to get closer.
What a jerk. Red wolf meat, that's not worth anything. Is there an actual instance portal here? Okay, so you can walk in and out of the Ghostlands. Yeah, I knew that I knew they made Silver Pine in the Ghostlands an instance. I didn't... I guess not an instance. I knew that it was... I knew that you couldn't walk there. I guess you can walk there. I don't know what I'm trying to say. These guys, these slug things. I used to make a bunch of money off of them. In, classic vanilla. Because they had a... They drop an item called larval acid, which... I don't know. I guess I really... I wish I knew
Far away.
how much it was worth, here in Wrath. Probably not a whole lot. But in vanilla, larval acids were worth like 10 gold. They had a pretty decent drop rate off of those, like, giant caterpillar grub things. So yeah, I just killed a bunch of them on my rogue. Which is my classic vanilla main. He was an engineer, which was not great for money. I mean, it's engineering. You take it to have a more powerful character. Where's this herb? Black Lotus. Oh, I don't think I can pick that. It says it's below me? I don't know of any caves around here. Why can't I find it? when it doesn't have the it doesn't have the gray tint that would show that it's underground. Where is this flower? Is it bugged? I don't know. I'm gonna give up on it for now. Uh, Black lotuses are not super valuable right now anyway. I guess there could be some kind of tunnel leading from the ziggurat. But then why wouldn't it be in gray? What is this? Mark of detonation. Oh, that's for a quest, I think. A quest that I don't have and don't have the items for. Well, where else could this lotus be? I don't see it along the perimeter. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it's bugged and fell through fell through the geometry of the world somehow. I don't know. Medallion of Faith, isn't that inside Stratholme? Well, I don't need it right now anyway. I may actually do some farming runs of Stratholme on this character because I was really struggling when I tried to do Blood Furnace, which is the power level that everyone talks about with Death Knights. And I do want the Piccolo trinket that drops in there that forces everyone to dance. You're so dumb. Why would you slow me? I can't even just leave if you slow me. I have to stay here and kill you. Oh well. Okay, so I think well, I'm going to keep heading west for now. I'm going to unlock the secret vendor by doing his quest. Aggro another trash mob that I don't actually want to fight. And hopefully I can double ding, get these skills to 300, and get out of here. Where's all the mineral veins? Guess I need to be closer to the edge of the map. Nothing, nothing. Sungrass. Wow, the first thing I saw was the tooltip when I accidentally moused over it. Even before I even before I saw the yellow dot on the map. Alright, come on, baby. Give me some mineral veins.
I have exactly what you need.
Actually, I think this guy's quest text is kind of interesting. Let's see if we can find it. Receipt book. I'm ready for business. What do you want? Oh wait, I can't open shop without my receipt book. How am I to keep track of things without my receipt book? I must have left it in town somewhere. I had a room in the inn. The book must be there. Bring me my book. Please, bring it to me. Bring me my book and you'll see. I'll set up shop and you'll see that my prices are insane. His prices are perfectly ordinary and reasonable. Is that one the elites? No, it's not. Radiant leggings. Frost resist, shadow resist. Yeah, that's gonna be worth a whole lot of nothing. Yep, get them all aggroed. Thank you. The battle for Daroshar doomed me, but you have set me free. You're welcome, I guess.
Work complete.
Fine, I'll kill you.
Ready yet?
So, if you want to do some Frostodamus style farming in vanilla, this area around here, Terrordale, Plaguewood, is actually pretty good. Just because of this guy. You can get rid of all your junk here. Yeah, I guess I'm actually fine with bringing most of this stuff back. I'm not killing too many enemies, so I don't. I guess I just don't have a whole lot of bag trash. These guys are pretty assertive for green leveled mobs. I don't feel like I'm getting that close to them, but they just keep on aggroing. It's 296. Herbalism is almost there. Give me some veins. Settle for small veins. Just want to mine. Oh, there's something up there. Yeah, Titan Steel will not mine itself. Oh, there's some thorium.
I'm out of range.
It's yellow, so I'll probably get a skill point out of it. Alright, 294. And I think double 300 is just going to be our stopping point here. I am trying to keep talking, but it's been 2.5 hours. I'm just kind of tapped out when it comes to topics to bring up, other than doing just kind of the basic, boring. Oh, thing happened in game. Here's what I think of it.
It's too far.
And I've got my gravy still just kind of sitting out on the stove that I need to put away too. I did not log on to my main all day today. I haven't done any of his dailies. Where's this herb node? There it is. Oh man, that's hilarious. I did not expect to gain a level today, especially from Discovery experience all the way up at 62. That's the best. I'm Barney B. Alright, well, our herbalism is maxed out. Lifeblood. Still not super useful. That ability is pretty disappointing. I don't know. I get it, like they couldn't have made it percentage based. You know, like rank 1 is 2%, rank 2 is 4%. Get it up to 10%. The 10% heal heal over time at max level, like that would be kind of worthwhile. See, is that a graveyard right there that you can spawn at? I'm curious. I'm curious if a DK can take down the fallen heroes. Let's spend my talent point. Yes, this one. I don't know. It's late. I kind of just want to. I kind of just want to finish. Don't daze me. I hate it.
I can't do that. I'm not ready yet.
We got up here. Anything? Not looking like it. Oh, there was an herb and there's a mineral. I'll go for the mineral first. See if this ghoul will just go away. That's orange. That's a skill point. The herb was somewhere over here. I've gone and picked up a new enemy. Maybe that's far enough? Okay, it didn't interrupt me picking the herb, so not even mad. Alright, so we got some type of herb somewhere over there. It is. It is a... Well, how am I supposed to get up there? It's definitely not from this side. Wow, so funny, map designer. You're such a funny guy. Doing this for like the 10,000th time. There we go. Jumping on this mushroom. Or I'm hitting an invisible wall. Alright, enough trolling. Let's see another mineral vein. Mineral, mineral, mineral. Nope, no more minerals. Ugh, I hate you. Just gonna use my normal heal.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Okay, 5 more minerals. They're rocks, Hank. Oop, I saw something. There it is. Up you go. Silver Sage. I think that goes into Mongoose? Oh no, small thorium veins are green now. That sucks. But I did get a level from that one. I feel like classic vanilla just doesn't have enough mineral veins. It just seems like there are way more herbalism veins, and then, well, obviously there's way, way more things you can skin. Essentially an unlimited number of them. Yeah, it's so hard to just even find mineral veins to get your skill up, to harvest the mineral veins. Alright, let's get these herbs. Here's one. Yeah, you would never find these things if track minerals or track herbs didn't exist. Come on, game. We just need a couple more. Couple more mineral veins or a rare spawn. I'd settle for a flagged enemy player at this point. We need to get some action. guess I could do a quest, but that would ultimately just kind of drag things out. I was gonna say that this quest right here was, actually a pretty good one, or a pretty, what's the word, memorable one, but it's not the one I was expecting. I thought it was gonna be the doll one,
Do that.
but I guess that's somewhere else. Someone actually shared the Ancona chicken quest with my main in Alterac Valley, and because they were trolling. I wonder if you can actually do that as a horde. I guess it depends on what it is you actually need to give the chicken. Like, I don't remember whether it came from an alliance-only vendor or not. It's like I'm pretty sure there was a dwarf that just sold it. But he might be horde friendly. It would be pretty odd if horde could get the quest but had no way of getting the quest item to actually complete it. Well, there's just some guy. Apparently he's a Dreadlord wannabe. I don't know what to do to pass the time while we're looking for this. I could PvP flag myself, but I feel like it just wouldn't end up mattering. There's no one here. I'm not going to capture a tower because that's it's time consuming and boring. And even if there are enemy players around, I don't think they would show up to contest. Wait, did I see a dot? I thought I saw a dot for a second. I guess not. Don't tell me there's somebody else out here farming thorium. Mistakenly thinking it's a good source of money. It's not. At least not on this server. Like, it used to be... I don't think it was ever good. At least not since I started playing. But it's terrible now, and it used to be not terrible. I don't know, I mean, it's... Nowadays, a unit of thorium is worth less than a gold, which is less than fel iron, which is extremely abundant. Well, it's all over Outland. And fel iron is worth less than adamantite, which is abundant in the zones that don't have as much fel iron. Yeah, I really am a proponent of outland mining. If mining is something that you really want to do for money. Tyr's Hand, alright. I think there's a mine somewhere in here. And if I can find it, I can probably get some, veins in there. Alright, do what you must. I've already won. Yeah, that guy's like, fuck it, she's coming now. Oh wait, maybe it's Hearthglyn that has a mine. Oh, I think it actually is Hearthglyn. Ooh, ouch. Ouch! Stop it, stop it! God, why is the range on that 2 inches? I can't believe that just fucking happened. Melee range? Bullshit. I was in melee range. That's 2... This thing seriously is like 2 inches. Kick or pummel or shield bash would have worked. I've played enough melee characters to know what melee range is. And I was in melee range from that caster. Like, my character's arms didn't rot off while she was a Death Knight. She doesn't have tiny little baby arms. That would justify a 2-inch melee range. You know, they aren't stumps. She's got big, long, muscular arms with an axe at the end. Yeah, Hearthglyn. Hearthglyn is where the mine actually is. So, this place is just a complete waste of time. Where do I even spawn? Something's gonna aggro no matter where I resurrect. Silver Sage and Dreamfoil. Are either of those valuable? If they're not, that probably means I don't have any need for them. They're a little bit valuable. Alright, I think this is the only guy I really need to kill. Yeah, fuck you, buddy. Blizzard needs to restore the ability to spit on NPCs. I get some people, like... you know, have tissue paper for skin. And so Blizzard doesn't want their fifis getting hurt by a mean emote. But I feel like the NPCs should be able to handle it. Yeah, and there's a lot of NPCs that I have wanted to spit on. The game just wouldn't let me. Like, nah. Nah, screw you. You spit on the ground. And what am I supposed to do what am I supposed to do to the dead NPC instead? Uh Slash slapping the dead body doesn't feel satisfying. I feel like slash fart is beneath the dignity of my WoW characters. Spit is the perfect emote for when an NPC kills you unfairly and, you know, then you resurrect and kill it and have your revenge. Fix it, Blizzard. Go away. As I recall, these cracks tend to get a lot of mineral veins. I don't see any right now, though. Oh, there's one. Oh, and it's rich. It's a guaranteed skill up. Alright, 3 more. Wait, am I crazy or did I just speed up? Did I have a snare on me? I guess it doesn't matter now. She's Glade.
Ability isn't ready.
Sure, buddy. Cast fear on my bloodworm. Alright, how am I supposed to get to this herb? See, this is the thing that flying mounts are good for. When the map design team thinks it's funny to put a resource node way up high, where it's hard to find, let alone reach. And if you have a flying mount,
I'm out of range.
it's just not a problem. You can get to it.
Still recharging.
Okay, herb. Alright, and there should be a mineral vein somewhere over here. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Rich thorium. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's no getting around these guys. Just gonna fight them. Alright, spread the disease. Strike, strike, strike. Death coil.
I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full.
Alright, 2 more. So I didn't smelt thorium quite all the way until until it turned gray. It was just pretty deep into the greens when I kind of stopped doing that. Because I mean, I could mine any of the classic nodes. I didn't really think. I wasn't really thinking ahead until Outland. Oop, yes, I did see that. Oop, and it's a rich. I was the design team. I would put gather nodes and treasure chests at all the towers. I don't think they did. I think that rarely there are chest spawns. Looks like not right now. So if you want players to fight over these things, a good first step would just be to like, you know, attract them there. I don't know, just my 2 cents. You got something. I think that's a rich vein. Yep.
I need to get closer. Ability isn't working. Ability isn't ready yet. I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full.
Get rid of that. Come on. Wow, I let my diseases expire. That's embarrassing.
Don't have target. I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore.
Wow, you guys dropped so much trash. Let's get rid of that. Oof.
Inventory is full.
Yeah, glad I dealt with the trash, because this recipe is potentially valuable. It says 10 gold at auction. I think I might keep it. Right, and I picked the herb. So let's transform and roll out. Yeah, that's like a 1 or 2% drop rate, I think. And it's only from like this one little spot. It seems like most enemies in Classic WoW, they just get one... If they live in like EPL or Silithus, then all of them just have some item that's like, it's really valuable, and they're the only mob in the game that drops it. I think this is pretty... it's pretty valuable. It's 12 silver. I might have to kill another bat before I leave the zone. Okay, there was a rich thorium up here in the troll area, so let's see if we can get it again. I'll try not to accidentally create a train. Excuse me. Could you not do that? Well, there's the train. Sorry, dude, I tried not to do that.
That ability is ready. I can't carry anymore.
What's this? Yeah, this is not valuable. Oh, we got an AoE farmer.
I can't carry anymore.
5 dent stone. Do I care? Okay, now it's not even about the dent stone. Y'all are gonna die. Every last one of you. want to let these diseases go. Ah! I hate these things. I guess it didn't matter that I lost the diseases. It's still frustrating.
Inventory is full.
Mana potions, yeah, those will sell in the auction house. Just throw some stuff
Can't
away.
carry anymore.
What else can I throw away? Oh, roasted quail? I thought those were turkeys. I still have to throw something away for the dent stone. See, I already threw away Acre of Undeath. Yeah, this stone chip can go. Alright, I got 300 mining, right? Was I already at 300? Did I just not need that? Oh, I was already at 300. Okay, mission complete. Going straight to Dalaran. I have had enough of this crap. Farming is so boring. Oh man, and I need to train too. Alright, well for now, I'm gonna go to Thunder Bluff. There's still some Thanksgiving dailies I can turn in here. And once I turn those in, get some turkey shooters. Oof, I am gonna be out. I'm going to bounce like a dead cat.
What brings you here?
Greetings, traveler.
Easiest
May the
pie.
sun shine upon thee.
Pie is the one that's still in my bank. Well, let's just buy some sweet potatoes.
Greetings, traveler.
2, 3, 4, 4.
Goodbye.
Alright, so I'm out of pumpkins, and I have a pretty good supply of sweet potatoes. Come on, come on.
Well met. Be careful.
Oh yeah, friendly with Silver Moon. And yeah, I think that's all I've got in me. Except for maybe killing a turkey. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move to the closing screen. So yeah, farming got pretty boring. It was good to kind of get back in the driver's seat though. Stream something. Do something other than just staring at the screen, looking for the little yellow dots to appear on my map. So yeah, thank you to anybody that comes and checks this stream out. I'm honestly not. I'm not gonna post a schedule yet because I don't know that I'm capable of keeping a consistent schedule right now. Well, I think I do know, and the answer is no. But I'm gonna see if I can stream with some regularity or some frequency in the next few weeks. So, everyone who tuned in, thanks for hanging out. Take care, and I will see you next time.